what's up guys? Jackson. Riding home from work, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys some things that I do to stay safe while riding, like some little tips on what to do in traffic situations, what to do around cars, just what to do in situations, period. And I'll kind of go over some of that stuff here and kind of try to help you out, because I'm somewhat of an aggressive rider, and I've been told that a lot. But there's rules that I follow, my own rules that I've created to stay safe on the motorcycle, and I'm going to go over some of those things with you on the way home if some of the situations you rise up. So we'll go through it together, and I'll show you some tips and tricks. Alright, now one of the things I just feel like I need to mention, because a lot of people I feel like don't do it enough. The number one thing that you need to do is respect the machine. Alright? Respect your motorcycle. It is dangerous. It can be dangerous no matter what your skill level is. I'm a very skilled rider, and still I make mistakes. The thing that you need to try to get down is to try to limit the mistakes you make by actions. And what I mean by that is always be one step ahead of your surroundings. Always know your surroundings. Know how many cars are behind you. Know how many cars are in front of you. Try to focus on what you think they're doing or what they're going to do. These things can definitely keep you safe while you're riding, because cars are so unpredictable. When you come up to an intersection, make sure you know what's going on in the entire intersection. Don't just look in front of you, look around you. And not just at red lights, while you're riding too. There's a lot of times where I'll be at a light and I'm coming up and the light is green, and I'll try my best to peek around the corner or whatever the case may be. And I'm sure some of that stuff will happen throughout this video, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You know, I've been rear-ended at a stoplight before. You know, so if you got, you know, look in your mirrors at stoplights, you know. And fortunately, when I got rear-ended, she hit me in the tire, so it didn't do any damage to my bike, but it almost knocked me down. Right now there's not too much traffic. I'm heading home a little later than I usually do, but once we get over the bridge into the city side, it'll start to pick up a little bit. You know, another thing I suggest is these little guys right here. They're like $2 and they're the best. I would highly recommend them. They give you such a good range of visibility. To pay attention to is blind spots. You can kind of tell where a vehicle's blind spot is just by looking at it. And most of the time, if you can't see someone in their mirror, they can't see you. So right now, I'm in this guy's blind spot. So what I do is I make sure I get out of it so he can see me. You never want to be in anybody's blind spot, because the only way that somebody's ever going to turn into you or switch lanes into you is if they can't see you. Nobody's going to intentionally try to kill you unless you piss them off or something, you know what I mean? So right now, I don't know what this guy's going to do, so usually I'll slow down for a split second just to kind of see what he's going to do. If I can tell that he's not going to pull out in front of me, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. I always try to feel out every situation. Don't always assume that somebody's not going to try to pull out, or that somebody sees you, or that they don't think that they can make it. Because most of the time, if someone's in a hurry, they're going to misjudge on how quick they can get across the road. They're still a motorcycle, and they know that you're not going to fuck them up. Right now, blind spot. I don't know, depending on what type of bike you ride, I can tell you, I don't know, maybe you may be looking to buy, you haven't quite decided yet, maybe you're on a Dyna, a Softail, a Bagger, these bikes do different things. So make sure you respect your motorcycle in particular and learn what she is capable of, from acceleration to braking. I think learning your brakes is the most important thing you can do on a motorcycle. Another thing is, this is a mistake I see a lot of people do. When you're riding a motorcycle, you need to look at what is ahead of you. You need to be judging things that are far more in front of you than just looking down. A lot of people make the mistake when they're riding is they're looking at the road in front of them. That is a #1 no-no on a motorcycle. Don't look at what's right in front of you. You need to be looking at what is out here. I mean, everything around you. You need to be looking at least a football field ahead of you, at least. You need to be looking eyes in front. Brought that up is I had a girl come into the dealership today. She had a spill, she wrecked her bike, broke her hip, and what had happened was she hit an oil slick in the road. She told me she was going straight, she wasn't turning, she wasn't accelerating, she wasn't braking, she was just going straight, cruising along. She hit an oil slick and she went down before she even knew it. She broke her hip and she broke her wrist. Now, if you're looking in front of you, far enough out to see it and not directly what's down here, she probably would have caught that. You need to look at things far away from you. You need to look at the car in front of the car. Right now, I don't know what this guy's going to do, so I'm going to kind of hang with this car right here for a second, because I know that that car won't go next to this car. And then I'll speed back up. And these aren't things that I'm telling you. These are tips and tricks that I use every single day. Environment to protect yourself. The #1 thing about being in a motorcycle, I don't care what people tell you, you are in control. And you know what? Some people think things like lane splitting and lane sharing and stuff like that are stupid. As long as you can get comfortable enough to your motorcycle, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that some of the things that I do are safe, but there are things you can do to keep you safe. And if you're familiar with what you're capable of, what's wrong with splitting a lane? Well, I don't see what's wrong with it. If I know I can get by the car, I mean, there's no difference. And usually at red lights, one of the things that hasn't happened in this ride is if the light is green and there's not very much traffic, there's the Durango right here, right? If the light's green and I got it, and I don't know if that guy's going to take a right or not, you know. So what I'll do if I'm in the right lane is I'll switch to the left lane if I'm by myself, or if there's minimal cars around me, to make sure that if he turns in, that he's not going to turn in on me.